Hi guys, welcome to Paper Old and New. I'm Cindy. If you're new here, I'm so glad you found us. Well, me anyway. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. And it is week 2 already of Roxy's weekly challenge. I had mentioned in the first week that I have been doing, I'm stash building. I keep saying this in like every video I've made so far in 2023, but I'm stash building. And so in Roxy's first video, she made these really cool book page pockets, and I just made a whole ton of bases. I decorated nothing. The point of these is to decorate. Now, she times herself. I did my fussy cutting for my flowers ahead of time, because in the amount of time it took me to fussy cut one, she fussy cut all 6 of hers. So yeah, I'm a really slow cutter, guys. The other thing I did ahead of time was prep my pages. So I'm just going to see if I can get my 6 done in the amount of time that she was able to do her 6 without pre-preparing. Because I already know she cuts faster than I do. So these ones are these really cool they're kind of raised flower pockets. So the flowers sit on the front of the pocket. So whatever you tuck in the pocket tucks behind the flower rather than the flower being part of the decoration. So the other thing was, on some of her pages, she used a single book page. And on some of her pages, she reinforced them though. So I pre-prepared by trimming off my rough edge, and I glued 2 book pages back to back, one upside down from the other, so that when I flip up the pocket, it will be right side up. So like that. Only, so it would go like that. And then you just fold it, and there's your pocket. Now, she also had this really cool, I've never seen one before. It was a stapleless stapleless stapler. I've never seen one of those before. I don't know how they work, but it was really neat. Okay, so I'm just going to fold these up. These came out of a children's book that I have. These with the little seaweed pattern thing on them. They came out of a children's book. It's from a text block from a kid's book, young adult book called, well, it's right here, My Life in the Fish Tank. And I thought the little images of the seagrass were cool. Now, usually I did those really high because of the seagrass. Usually you're only coming up about 1/3 of the way. So you just fold them up and like that. And again, we'll just fold them up. And I did 4. She got 6 done. So I basically prepped 6 of these and said, I'm going to see if I can get 6 done in the same amount of time she got 6 done, even though I cheated a little bit. Because I'm trying to decide if I want this title here, because one way or another it's going to end up in on this pocket, and I'm trying to decide if I actually want it. We'll do it here, because if I decide I don't want it, I can cover it up easier, I think, on the front of the pocket than I can on the top of the page. Okay. Anyway, so I figured I would try with 2 different size book pages. So I made 2 of these bigger ones. And I don't have the stapleless stapler, so I'm going to have to glue my pocket sides down. Okay. Now, since the point of these is decorating, I did not, this wasn't one of those ones where because in the last one, I tried to stay within the same 40 minutes that she stays in, and I tried to see how many I could fold up and get ready and have just the bases, no decorating. Because when I go to decorate something, I need to know what it's going to go in. And since I'm just building stash, these are going into a box and waiting for me to decide waiting for me to work on a journal that I want to use them in. So, I didn't want to decorate them. But I got as many made as I could. I think I ended up making like 14 of them. So that was good. And I don't want my glue mat down, guys. I'm gonna get glue all over my... And she did these as 3D flower pockets. I am doing all of mine. 5 of them will be flower pockets like hers. And then I decided to try something a little different with one of them. And just to apply this same kind of idea to a different, theme or whatever. So I have one thing prepped that's going to be a different theme from the flowers. But hers turned out so gorgeous. I was like, oh, this is going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to these. Like every week I look forward to these challenges that we do. So when the videos are released, I'm like watching for them. And I got to go to the hashtag. Now that I've released, my first video came late. I mean, like I actually released my week 1 video after she had her week 2 video up. Because my week 1 video came out the Saturday morning after she released week 2. Because I found it late. So I did it, I edited it, I got it ready, and I got it up as fast as I could. I mean, it's just... So this one, hopefully I will get up before week 3. Before week 3's video comes out. But the reason I went off on that tangent is because I'm one of those that I like to see everybody's ideas and what they do with them, but I like to do it after I've done mine. Now, I mean, obviously I watched Roxy's video for this. So everybody, you know what you're doing because she does it for you and you see it and then you go do it. But you can put your own spin on it and you can do your own thing. So the only person I watch for this challenge is Roxy herself. I watch her video. I'm sorry, Rachel. I have been doing that. I apologize, Rachel. I am not doing that on purpose, but Roxy is an equally cute... Is that a nickname? Like, is that why you... Or, I don't know. Am I being... I don't want to ask personal questions. I just was curious. Because I keep calling you Roxy because of the name of your channel. 100%, that's why I do it. Anyway, so I go and I watch Rachel do her, her instructional video for the challenge for that week. And then I don't watch anybody else's until I film mine. So even if I'm not filming until, because people release them, I'm sure, all week. Because I'm sure all of you can, film and upload at the same time or the same day. Not me. I can't. Okay. Now we're going to decorate. So the idea behind this is to take the pocket and then take your flower and put it on here, but it sticks up off of the pocket. And you tuck behind the pocket as well. Now I'm going to cover I have glue everywhere. Can you see my fingers? See the tip, the gray? That's glue. Okay, I'm going to cover, I'm going to put some of this, I'm using this wallpaper like mad. I'm going to tear it, I think. I haven't torn it yet. I mean, it tears, it's just paper. This is 70s wallpaper, so it tears like any other paper, I think. About to find out. I haven't actually done this. Like where you fold it and tear it. Yeah, there you go. It tears. So we're going to put a piece of this down. Now I'm going to decorate my pockets to start, and then if we aren't crazy on the time, because I'm really trying to shorten my videos at least a little bit, just because they're easier to get up for me if they're not an hour long. It's not always working, but I'm trying. So anyway, I'm going to decorate the pocket part, and then depending on where we are time-wise, I might decorate the rest of it. Okay, so we're going to put this on here. I don't want to go too far off. Maybe a label in there just because I have space sticking out. Maybe on top of the flowers. I don't know. Like I said, I don't normally decorate on camera because of this. Okay, so we put down glue. I have to figure out just below that guy. So right across there. Now she said to glue the edge, this edge down, so that it, I don't want to cut too much of it off. So like that. Did I cut the glue off? I did. I put glue down and then I cut it off because I put it too far over. Okay. Let's try that again. This is why I don't embellish on camera. I want this on there. So it's going to come over like that. Down, and there we go. Okay. I think that gets it. I'm going to have to use my residue eraser. There's a ton. I like the yellow and blue. That's why I use the blue gingham wallpaper. I'm a sucker for that combo. All right, we're going to cut this little piece off because we don't want him dangling off of there. Oops. Cut the page. Okay, and then the idea is, let me get a little card here. Whatever you, or two, whatever you stick in here, if I did this right, goes behind the flowers. So the flowers are part of the pocket, right? See how cute is that? I love these. I think that is an awesome idea. So that's one. This is about as basic as I can get. And then I have to look for, I don't have a lot of labels and stuff like that. I have these ones that I printed, but they're kind of small, so I don't know. I do have bigger ones. Maybe I'll get my bigger ones in a minute. Let's get all of the flowers down. Okay. Let's do this one. I like this one. Should I put it on this side? I can put it on this side. I don't think I'll put it on this side. Okay, now this one's kind of pink. Problem with these wallpaper, the name of this wallpaper book is Brights. So you can imagine that the colors are, you know, not exactly what you would call toned down. But what if I do it a little big, and then maybe I can have a top and a bottom torn edge. Oops. Like that. And then, right over to this one. Am I still on? I've been doing that a lot lately. Going out of my filming space because I have all my stuff in the middle. Okay, now. being uncooperative. I just wanted it to be not all straight, like perfectly straight edges. Okay, so we're going to take this one and we're going to put it on this pocket. I love these. I was like not sure based on the title. I don't understand the raised flower thing. And I like had no idea what she was going to do. Is she going to put them on foam or, you know? So I opened the video up and I'm watching her do this. I love it. And hers turned out gorgeous. And I was like, oh, I can't wait to do this video. I am excited to make these. So I immediately went, that's upside down. I immediately went and picked out my flowers that would be good for this. You kind of don't want, just by the nature of the fact that part of your flower is the pocket, you need it to be something with some body to it. So not thin, spindly things. Because if you do thin, spindly things, there's a good chance that they'll tear, right? Okay, so just above that rose, we're going to go right along that petal. So right here. She was smart. She backed hers on, I mean, for something like this where you need to know what height to glue to, because obviously you don't want to glue your pocket shut. She backed hers on book page because she printed hers. Hers were printables that she printed on copy paper, and she backed them on book page. And so when she was going to decide how high to put her glue, all she had to do was see what line on the book page she needed to go up to. I was like, hey, that's smart. Unfortunately, I don't have lines on my craft paper. And I think I actually glued that down further than I measured. But that's okay. I also don't want it to glue all the way over there. All right. Well, that's not so bad. And we have another one with its background and its flower. If I can get that far, I'll be happy with all of these. Well, maybe not that one. That was, I don't know about that one. That one's kind of a... Okay, this one again is... This one can go a little higher. This one is very solid. I think I might put it off to this side, though, because of that leaf. That way I have an excuse to glue that leaf down. Because you glue just this little side down over here so that it is part of the tuck. Now, what do we want to use? I've got this. I'm just worried that the greens are too bright, but the shape of the leaves is good. So maybe I'll take a piece of this off of here. Ever since I started like actually using this wallpaper, I've been like mad about using it. I'm like constantly looking for places to stick it. And like these little strips, like this I'm tearing off of here, that will go in a bag. I don't waste any of it. None of it gets wasted. I'm just doing this one for height, and then I'll tear the other one for length, and then we'll decide whether or not this goes up or down. That's going to be based on what color green I want showing. More of showing, I guess. See, because if I put this on this side, I don't know if I want to cover up. I kind of want the more olivey green, because I just feel like it will go a little better than, yeah, I like that. I think I might ink this one. I haven't been inking them, but I think I might ink this one. I don't know how, actually don't know how well it's going to do. This, they're not shiny, but they are kind of, oh, well, it seems to be staying. I'm not looking for like, I'm looking to kind of separate these green leaves from these green leaves. That's the only reason I'm doing this. I'm not like trying to cover up the white or anything. Normally, you guys hear me complaining about the white edges on these all the time, but I will admit that after fussy cutting these bigger ones out, I don't mind the white that's in here so much. And maybe it's what I'm using them for. I don't know. We're at 23 minutes so far. She did her 6, like I said, from start to finish, and she got hers fully decorated and everything. No pre-prep. She did everything on camera. And she did it in, I want to say it was a little over 40 minutes. By the time she finished decorating all of them. But I'm going to see if I can just get these partially decorated. And I'm doing one less. And I pre-prepped. So we'll see how long I go. I think I'm going to do it right up to that point. That whole bottom part will go down. And this leaf, and just right up this edge. And right across here and down. So right to there. And then put that down. My fingers are driving me crazy, guys. Okay, so it's kind of big, but yeah. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. That is so cute. I'm loving these. Okay, that's 3. We're getting there, guys. All right. Did I not save myself one of the big ones? Did I use both the big ones already? No. Oh, this is a big one. This one's going to be tall. I might actually cut all those little buds off. Might cut a little bit of this stem off too. This one's kind of tall. I'm going to shorten it a little bit. Right to right there. Yeah, I think that'll be a little better. I'll cut this little leaf off of here. Make sure this is relatively straight because I just kind of snipped that and it wasn't straight. Okay, that'll have to do it. And I think I'm going to do it like that. Okay, now, what do we want to do with this one? I'm trying to decide whether or not to use, oh, I've got, look guys, how about that? Yeah. Listen to me. Sound like this actually has a kind of an iridescent background too. I think we're going to use this one. Okay, let's tear a piece off. And I want the plants here in the middle. So we're going to tear this piece with the hole off. And then when I go to tear it, I'll tear this off because I want all the yellow. So let's do the length first. It's going to go right about there. And then height, I got to decide Do I want this? So that's going to get covered up. So maybe... Oops. Got a really tattered edge on that one. I'm not minding it, just I think we need a little more off of this end. Well, I don't know. I'll trim it if it needs more off. Let's glue it down. I opened up, once I broke into the wallpaper book, it was, I don't know if anybody else does. So I buy something and I look at it and I'm like, oh, I love this so much. I don't know if I want to use it. I want to hoard it. I want to do, because I know we all do that. We have things that we're like, I don't want to use this up. I'm going to be really sad when it's gone. All that sort of thing. So it took me forever. Once I got all these pages separated, it has taken me forever to break into using it. I'm like, I don't know what to use it for. I want to make sure I use it on stuff where it's going to like be really, it's going to be really great. It's not going to be, wasted. And once I broke that first page, that first barrier and used it that first time, now I'm like using it on everything. I'm finding things to use on. I just love the way it looks on stuff. So I'm like using it on, I use it on tags. I use it on this. I use it on, I'm using it as a page in a journal. I'm just everything. And I'm even saving like these little bits, these pieces that where the hole saw got the rivet out of the book. If you go back and watch the episode where I take this book apart, or I start taking this book apart, I explain to you how these holes got there. And I even saved these. That will go in a cluster or something. That nothing gets thrown out. So, all right, now this is going to go. Oh, I love that. The blue and yellow, I love that. Okay, so right above this first bud, across like that, and then up the edge of this flower is what we'll do, right? So right above the first bud, straight across. I'm not going to even bother with those little buds that stick out because I'm pretty sure those hang off the page enough that I'm going to cut them off. And they give me a handhold. Okay. Now let's see if we can do this properly. So right like, oh, scoosh over. Right like that. Okay, let me cut these ones off. There's a few little somethings. I think that's just little pieces of book page sticking out the edge over there. And there we have another one, guys. I like the blue with the yellow. I know it's kind of busy, but more than likely I'll get like a label or something and break that up some, so it won't be like totally. I would love to have some labels with words in them, but I don't think I have any at the moment. And these ones I think are just too small and too green for that particular page. And I suppose it could go on there. But I just think it's too small. I mean, I guess it could go They're just, yeah. Am I doing that off camera? I was trying this one for size. I think it's too small for these. These ones are too small. I have these in a larger size. I just have to dig them out. Okay, now my thought for the extra was, of course, I am doing a beach altered book. And these will fit in the altered, this littler page will fit in the altered book. I thought it would be fun to make this the top decoration on the page, and then stuff can tuck behind the waves. These are actually a plastic sticker, so I'm hoping that these little wave tips will hold up okay. I did take the stickers off. It's actually 2 stickers I combined because all the waves just went the one direction. So I combined 2 of them to make a little thing for the top of one of these pockets like this. And I thought it would be really cute. Maybe I should use the one with the fish. Use the one with the fish. Which one? I like the little fishy. So we're going to do that like that. And I think that'll be really cute. And then I have a few little, I don't know if I'll use these or not. Maybe the lighthouse up there. I don't know. I did have some things to make, like some, oh wait, I gotta figure out where I'm. Yeah. So right there, straight across. Before I lose it, get down to the bottom. I know just the peaks of the waves kind of are sticking up. I just wanted to do one with a different kind of theme just to see how it would turn out. Okay. Sorry about that. My sun came down. I took the opportunity though to go get some stuff so that we could maybe decorate these pockets. So I have some bird. I don't want to do birds, I think. And if I can get this lily pad to work, I did find a frog. So if we can get that to work, maybe we'll put the frog on there. I got a couple of water birds for the wave picture just because I thought maybe, you know, something like that would be kind of cool. And I did get my labels that I cut out. Let me see. So we have all these different color labels. And maybe I find a blue one. I don't know if I like the words on there, so I might cover that up. I know. This is the part that takes me forever. Like I said, because I hem and haw over, you know, oh, do I like the way that looks? Oh, maybe not. I also got a few little ephemera odds and ends to maybe stick on some of them. Just in case. No. Because I don't know if I want to put that there or if I want to put it up here behind the bird. I kind of like it behind the bird. I don't have yellow. I do have this kind of grayish color. I wonder if that might go better. Stick this behind the bird. Okay, and then I brought some of these down. So maybe I use one of these down on the bottom instead of... They're really tall, though. I mean, it's like really tall. I don't know. I just feel like this needs something. I like the label up there under the bird. I didn't use any wallpaper on here, so it's driving me crazy that this is just kind of... Because I wanted the little grass with the fish, but this over here needs something. And I've already put the waves on there, so I can't really... It's not like you can go under them. Kind of like it. Okay, we're gonna ink some of it. I need to get my sleeves out of the way before I get ink all over everything. All right, we're gonna pull the bird out. Four minutes of futzing around to figure out how to decorate one pocket. This is why I am down here for hours crafting, because I can't make decisions. It would have been even worse if I had not like gone through my ephemera book while like my son came down and I went through the ephemera book without you. Yeah, if I hadn't done that. No, I don't want to overdo it. Just set those up there for something else. Okay, now this guy we're going to ink a little bit. Okay. I don't know why, but I felt like I wanted to use birds on these. I didn't want to do bugs or butterflies, or I don't know why. Just birds is what I went after. Oh, come on, glue. I like it when my glue gets stubborn. I mean, when I take my little spike, I have this little spike tool. It's kind of flimsy for using to poke holes in signatures, so I use it to remount my glue nozzle when it gets clogged. But sometimes, man, it's like I ream it out and it just keeps right on keeping on, and I'm like, seriously? Okay. He seems a little crooked. There we go. All right. Now, I don't think I'm going to ink this, so we'll glue this down. There it goes again. It's like it gets a little piece in there that keeps getting in the way, and for some reason, it just won't clear. It gets a little piece of dried, and I just can't get it out, and it messes the novel up, and it's a mess. Very uncooperative glue. All right, and now I am going to ink this. Where's my... This is from a Tim Holtz, one of the snippets or something. Just one of his little doodads. That's what all of these are. They're little doodads from, I don't know. I've got them all out of their packaging and separated into my ephemera book, and they're all mixed up because I took all of the packs of Tim Holtz stuff that I had. I took it all apart and I put it in the ephemera book together like pieces. So I don't know what kits they came out of. Field notes I think I had 2 field notes actually. Field notes, snippets. I think I had a floral one. I had like 3 or 4 packs of his things. So, all right. I think I'm going to call that one done. I like the way it turned out. It's kind of collage-y. I keep making up words. All right. So we're going to put that one aside. Let's look at this one. I don't know. He's a water bird. I don't know if I should use a yellow bird because of the yellow. A neither bird. I have a robin here. So I could put a robin on there. That looks kind of nice. I like that. Or I have this one with bluebirds. Now, the problem is the birds are on the same side as the flower, and I think that would end up tucking... I mean, he would be way down there, unless I wanted to cut some of the picture off, which I could also do. I mean, I can always put that up that high and then trim. I don't know that I like that with that, though. I might have to use that on a different one. Oh, I also got this little guy just in case I wanted to tuck him in the pocket and glue him down and have him on one of the pages. I don't know that I would put him on this one, although he kind of pulls the height. I think my thought was to put him on this one. In there like that. With this guy. Because he's got some of those like stringy pine type things behind him. So I thought maybe he would look good with this one. And I kind of like that. I'm going to hold on to that one off to the side since that's not the one I'm working on right now. Should I put the bird? No. Maybe it doesn't get a bird. Do you know what I think is funny? This is Colgate. This is a stamp for Colgate. Dental cream, they call it. This is an advertisement for dentifrice for cleaning the teeth and gums. Guys, this is... I actually like this down here, so we're gonna... I'm gonna go with this. At least at the bottom. And then what I might do is jump over to the little weasel guy that I know I want. Do the parts I know I've decided on and then come back to the ones that I haven't figured out yet. Just because, you know. Alright, let me put this. We're going to put this one up here. It's not done, I don't think, but... And I am over time. We are pushing an hour again, guys. I'm really good at doing that. I was trying to get stuff done. See how many I could actually finish in the same amount of time that she finished hers. And as you can see, I'm not getting there. So I'm going to glue this little guy down just because I really like him in there. So he's going to go in there. I gotta be careful with this ink. On certain pages it looks okay, and then on others I do it on there and it's like, oh, whoa, that's a lot. So I'm going to do this one, and then I think that's going to be it for me because I've gone well over her time, and I know she said that's not a requirement when she made the videos, but I'm trying to see what I can get done in her time frame, even if I'm pre-prepping. I'm just trying to, you know, challenge myself to think better, to, you know, make decisions faster, maybe, not overthink, and you know. So if I set myself that same time limit, it helps. Put him down in there. The glue is already catching on the page. I don't want to glue the pocket shut. I hope I don't. I like him on there. I do have little labels. It doesn't have to be... I could stick that on there. See, I'm even taking up time doing this last one that I said I wasn't. I was like practically done with, which is why I'm only going to get probably 2 totally done, 1 halfway done, and then the rest of them just have the flowers and decorations, and I only got 5. I didn't even get 6 done. Or 6, I didn't even get 6 base things done. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call that. These were the other 2 that we did that I didn't get around to putting any embellishments on. And this one, the only thing I did was, you know, I finally decided to add that there. I did finish this one. I think this one turned out okay. And this one is pretty much done. I don't know if I'll put anything else on this pocket, but I like the way that one turned out. So we got 2 finished. I really like this project. Thanks, Rachel, again for, you know, running this little challenge. And I'm having a lot of fun doing it, even if it's stumping me sometimes. It's making me think, and it's helping me build. So, you guys should give it a try, and I will see you next week for Roxy's challenge. Bye-bye.